up for my sunrise, and again, there is no sun. I'm like, come on. After last night, red blood moon. Look at my community page if you guys didn't get a chance to see it. All the orbs and different entities that was around it last night was completely ludicrous and crazy. If you didn't get a chance to see it, I suggest you go to my community page and see my post from this morning on last night's red blood moon. It was like crazy and phenomenal at the same time. There's so much going on with the energy right now. All this feminine energy is rising, and a lot of men are not sure how to deal with it. It's becoming a problem and somewhat of an issue. You can see it last evening. It's like a crescent now, even though it was a full full red moon. It is now just a crescent. You can still see it. I'm awaiting the sunrise. The sunrise hasn't come up, but it is daybreak. So there is an effervescence of that moon. You can see the crescent, which is pretty pink looking at this point. See the fall bubbles on me. Yeah, usually around this time in the morning, there is like a phenomenal sunrise. I know I haven't posted in a while for sunrises because there's been like very few so far. And a lot of times, when I do catch the sun up, it's already risen. So doing a lot of things early in the morning, but right now I am just enjoying my morning sunrise. Hopefully, it may try to proceed beyond all these clouds and everything, and yeah, I'll be able to tell what's going on with it. Sun, let's see, yeah, the moon, the crescent moon is pretty much gone now. It's disappearing, and still no sunshine. I would love to see a sunrise this morning, but it's just me and the birds. Blue, what's up, bro? Let me put the link out in case you wanna pop in for a quick second. There's only a few of us in here, and in case you wanna have a chat, if not, don't feel pressure, bro. Peace to you, peace. Just up front, looking for a little sun this morning. It hasn't been a lot of sunny days. It's been coming out like later. It's been like black most of the morning, which is where all the true source energy comes from early morning. So I haven't been able to take pleasure in my usual sun risings. So I'm actually just trying to enjoy a bit of it, start my day and going from there. What's good, Blue? How you doing, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. How's everything going?
I'm all right. I'm just getting ready to go training. Everybody needs a little sunshine in their
Yeah,
life just to brighten up the day, as Sunshine Anderson would say.
that's right, Blue. I'll be looking, man, it's been like, even though it's been like 90 something degrees like almost every day, right? Sometimes the sun isn't out till like later in the afternoon. We've been having some sunny days, but like today it's like a beautiful day this morning, but like absolutely no sun. It's daybreak, but no sun. And I could see like a partial of the blood moon from last night, but it's like pink. It's almost a full moon. It's going past the building, but I can still see it. Did you see it last night?
No, to be fair, we've been having normal, I'd say just the normal glowing half moon crescents,
Ooh,
really. We had our full moons, I'd say a month or so ago, maybe not,
okay.
maybe 3 weeks. It's the weather's. I don't know. They must be manipulating it, or time's been speeded up because normally we have April showers over here, but it's just
Mhm.
constantly raining. We've had 3 days of heat, which was nice. Everyone's out in whatever, whatever, and then it's just people are getting head colds because it starts raining and stuff like that, and it's just
Yep.
cool.
Same here, brother. All of my sinus has been horrible.
Hey sis, do you think though, because I've been looking into like I look at random things sometimes like with colours and stuff, and when you was talking about the moon being quite pink, that could be significant if you get into certain occults that deal with shades of certain colours and what can transpire or what could happen within in society by certain cults because of that moon color that you see. You know what I mean?
Right. And last night was crazy. When you get when you get off of here, just look on my community tab. I post a couple of pictures. That thing was like a red fire blood last night. I'm talking about red, red. It was so red. And then you could see, like up over it, you could see a big, large green orb, some type of orb energy right up over it. And then you could see a couple of orbs over to the left side on one of the pictures just floating around. It's a crazy pic. I know people be thinking these pictures be, oh, what did they be saying? What they say? It's a speck in the lens. And listen, y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. It can't be a speck in the lens if you're looking right at it and then see the picture. Like, come on. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Empress greater sis.
You know what, sis? I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna come off YouTube probably altogether, not even just because I just there's just so much bullshit. If I'm really honest, like
Yes.
so many people lying and chatting shit and saying one thing, but on their panels they'll have someone on there about. Look, I was on a right. So a man called no Lex right. A man called Lex Vortex yesterday on what I heard. Key Norfolk called Lex Vortex a paedophile just because he mentioned something about Malachi York, and
Mm,
then as the argument kind of transpired, Lex was like, "Your mother." That's all he ever said as a comeback.
mm, mm.
Sanchez wanted Lex to basically apologize to Key Norfolk for calling his mother, saying, "Oh, that's disrespectful. Got to keep mums out of this." Really, I'm thinking, yo, my man's just openly calling him a paedophile. You're not saying nothing about that.
Right. That's crazy.
Very suspect. Also, this Brig was given this because I want to go like I can't go at these people because I'm a fighter. These men are just talkers. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Your
And I
man
can't
is
really
lethal.
like yeah, I can't go at them properly because it's
Mhm.
embarrassing for me to go at someone over a phone or something on online, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just listening and I'm thinking, you're talking with your drunken self about like sounding gay as well, blood. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds gay, sounds suspect. On about don't be coming over here with your LGBTQ talking and trying to. I'm thinking, fam, you had on a transvestite, love there, on your panel, hard on there, always on
Mhm.
there, on about you spitting on people's babies and stuff like that in some argument, some rant that she had. Yeah, I see her all up in the chat or him in the chat.
Hmm.
So are you gonna have a transgender gay man who obviously supports LGBTQ on your panel? What you're talking about? I look, me personally, I can't deal with them type of things. Batty man for dead. Real
Period.
talk. Real talk.
It's a
And it's
certain
like people
energy. They don't even
are
realize
scared.
that it's a certain energy these people have. It's not so much about being prejudiced against them. They have a certain energy within them. A lot of them. Some of them, can't help that they are that way because of molestation and stuff. But it's a mind thing. They got to like overcome that. A lot of people go through those things, and that's not what happens to them. It's a hard thing for some people, bro, when it comes to the males, because once they've been penetrated, through via molestation, rape, any of those things, bro, it's kind of hard to come back from it. I think that's the problem. There's so much molestation and rape, and all of this is part of the conjuncture of, getting everybody onto this level of all of this um lesbian and gay community stuff, trying to, oh, this is so acceptable. No, stop making it so acceptable. And people won't say, okay, I'll just go with it. It's like we in this confused. Oh, wow, this big ass eagle just flew past. Go ahead, bro. It is the first one
Yeah.
I've seen this year. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot with that, bro. It's hard too.
There's a lot of fruity guys out there, right, who talk about this intelligent thing. This guy was crying online on about, oh, I'm doing all of this and I'm not seeing my kids. Blood,
Mm,
you was going on like you was a drug dealer, kingpin, and then you're begging for money.
mm.
Look, a lot of people don't like me in general around here because I'm up front. I will put it on your toes. If I think that you're chatting shit, I will tell you about it because you're not infecting my mind. You're not wasting it neither. You're not trying to like, I'm not trying to let some of these people accelerate their life, which is gonna help my children's progress because you've got Batman and homos on your panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? Like, you're supposed to be a thug. You're supposed to be a real so-called real nerd. You know what I'm saying? But you're not. You're a faggot. Anyway, sorry, sister. I'm gonna come off in it because I shouldn't have said that. 'Cause I don't want to get your ting banned.
I don't, oh, that'll get me banned by you saying that.
Well,
I
I'm
done heard, look, I done heard them call each other that and all kind of stuff, and they ain't get banned. So I don't know. You never knows with my channel. They just waiting to get me my last strike. But I think you're okay, bro. But yeah, it's just I hear what you're saying,
there's
and
just
I
no one real.
understand it.
People get to a certain point and start banging on at man saying, "Oh, like people are saying that they're teachers. Like, what are you teaching? I've got 2 apartments. I've got land in Jamaica, and I've just set up a kickboxing class that I'm going to be teaching people from next week. I'm coming to America in 2 weeks' time to fight in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm coming over in America. So like, I'm not gonna lie. If any of these people that I call out or whatever, that's why I will stop. I'll probably do another stream and call out man's name because I'm coming to the US. So if man want to meet up, I'll fuck them up on site because a lot of these men need to get in the ring and start banging off their fists instead of their mouths, and let's see how real they are.
Exactly. All the cyber bullying, the cyber energy, the cyber talk, and all of this, the cyber threats. And I mean, even me, like being a female, I done been threatened by 3 different men about coming to shoot me. And I mean, all this
Wow,
bullshit, like, come on. Like,
wow.
really? You think you're gonna just walk up to my door and I'm just, oh, come on here. It's like, what are you talking about? Even if you could walk up to my door like that, the talking and all that. I got so upset one day. My son was literally coming in the door for work, and he heard the dude Beast Mode telling me he about to come and
Oh,
blow my
I was
head
there.
off
I
and shit.
remember. Yeah, and your son was like, "What?"
My son like, Mom, he was like, please don't let these people upset you. He said, if that man door is a wrap. I'm like, please. He just went on in his room. Like, I ain't even thinking about that. My son, like, mommy, please. He had to put me in the right mind. Like, don't even let these people keep upsetting you. You be getting upset because you're too sensitive to your feelings, but don't let them upset you like that. Don't even worry about nothing that man's saying because you already know if he come to this door, what's going on. So I'm just like, you're right. It's just talk. He said, he's just talking, man. That man ain't coming nowhere. Ain't gonna leave his city, probably. I was like, yeah, that's true. Probably ain't never left in his life.
Yeah, a lot of
What
man
you
are taught. Because a lot of these people, they will get punched. This is what would happen to him, right? Then man probably get stuck up by some little white guy, some fiend, get robbed and not be strapped, not
say?
and you in an open carry state. A lot of these people, yeah, like this that white boy who went and killed a lot of black people or mainly black so-called black people. How come none of them have got straps?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With our people, we're quick to pull out a knife or a gun easily. We've always got one for our own people.
Yep.
Happens over here. You go, oh, you can stab one of them, but you don't want to stab a policeman who's trying to
Exactly.
grab you, and you know you haven't done anything. But your brethren over there or the brother over there has done nothing to you. Just try to nod at you. Yet you want to go over there with some beef because he's nodded to you and you've had a bad day or something and you don't want man nodding to you. That's how beef
Exactly.
starts. It's over a nod, over acknowledgement sometimes. And I'm thinking, I'm hearing a lot of these men talking like they're man or like they're real gangster. They're not. A lot of these men are nowhere near on my level. If you really wanted to get gangster like that and shit that we've done, a lot of these men are nothing to me. And I don't even like saying it like that, but a lot of these people give a perception that they've been something, like they've been a
Right.
drug dealer or they've been in the street or they'll pull out a whack. No, you're not going to pull out anything. More time, you pull out your phone and phone feds.
Most of the time, when if a person is about that life, like I mean, I know people that's really about that life. I like grew up with people that was really
Mm.
about that life and still would be if need be. They don't talk about it. They don't brag. They don't act like, oh, I can do this and that. The people that really are about that type of life don't talk about it. They just be about it when it's necessary. When it's time, if something happens where they have to prove themselves or whatever the case may be, then that's when they will show what they are about. But That's the real people, the ones that's always talking and oh, I this, I that. How are you gonna sit up and act like you're doing all this and you're just talking? It's just a bunch of talk. I'm sorry,
Not
I
even
just see
that,
it as talk.
like Sister Soul, like you personally, no one can't really moan at you if you're putting out multiple streams or you're putting out streams you've done a year ago but putting them out last week. Because that's what you do. You ain't professing to be no gangster gal. You're not out there trying to like give bare advice. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing things for a while. You've just jumped onto YouTube the last 2 years just to put out feelers to get more people into what you and your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
right.
I'm seeing people who say that they're about a certain life constantly on YouTube. Like, what life are you about? Like, I'm not gonna sit online with my child next to me all the time. That don't make no sense. He wants playing. You don't want ADD. You don't want attention deficit disorder. He wants dad there.
Right.
You know what I mean? My youths want me. They don't want me online chatting to people about stuff that's never gonna get done because no one ain't doing it individually. And me personally, I could just keep saying to people, well, what about when I got shot? I got shot in my arm 4 months ago. My brethren died next to me. Got shot in his neck. Like I
Right.
never bring it up because it's not going to accelerate any point in my life. So I'm just basically coming up, supporting you, saying big up to you, sister. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep throwing out that information. Anyone got anything to say about you? In one ear, out the other. Because at the end of the day, all you need to do is recycle their hate into positive energy. Because if they ain't hating, you ain't doing nothing right. So if they're hating, you're doing something right. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate you, brother. Yes, because I'm just doing just that, Blue. Like you said, I used to be like, oh, I want to jump on the panel here and there because I like conversing. I like bringing out
Hmm.
information. I like when other people are speaking and I can elevate something off of what they said, or I can say something that can make them spark something they remember to tell me and elevate me in another area. But they don't believe in building because they like to be the only builder. They don't want the women, it seems like, to be able to have information or bring something up that they didn't. And it's like, oh man, I should have brought that up first. Even if they knew it, they might not have thought it was important. That's what I see. It's a battle of the ego. So everybody that's having those issues, I don't know what the problems are, but I just sit and keep doing what I need to do because I just want people to be woke in the right ways. And everything that I've been doing, I'm just trying to get people in their correct mind and getting where they need to be. Good morning, sis. Getting where they need to be, in the place in his life, not being stagnated, not being in the dark, not being stuck, not knowing, actually what to do or what's going on, but just following the masses. Listening to conjuncture, listening to, information that goes nowhere. It's fine to be able to have discussions. It's fine to be able to converse and talk about a whole bunch of things. But at the same time, we have to know when enough is enough. When you're filling your head up with a bunch of trash, that's just like you're gonna put a whole bunch of ingredients into something that you're preparing for your meal, and none of these ingredients fit. Like you're gonna be tearing up the meal. It's not gonna taste the way it should. It's not gonna be nutrition filled because you got all this other garbage in there, the things that don't belong in there. This is the same thing that happened with our mind. You get overflow with a whole bunch of trash, and it's very hard for you to decipher what's important, the truth, maybe even flush out the facts from whatever it is that you're hearing. Because if you're not familiar with the information, you don't know what's true, you don't know what's actual, you don't know what's factual. So what happens is these people are going and putting out premises and ideas, and it's nothing wrong with that because our image that comes in our mind based off of facts that we find is what actually helps put the picture of a puzzle together so that we're able to understand things. But at the same time, if you are putting in a whole bunch of information and you have to kind of decipher what's true, you have to try to figure out a whole bunch of what's real and what actually goes with this thing. It is very confusing for the mind to be able to figure out things and understand or understand things that are beneficial to you. So my thing is we have to be in a better space, a better mind space to realize what's going to be receptive in our building of our own self, of our own mind, so on and so forth. All right, guys. I'm gonna try and do it live later. I really just jumped up here. I was hoping I could have got a great sunshine. I was just doing a little meditation this morning and listening to the birds. It was just like a great daybreak, but no sunrise. A little disappointing, but it's okay. I'm gonna check back out in a little bit. Hopefully, the sky will clear up. I actually want to bring attention to that red blood moon that was last evening. If you guys didn't get a chance to, as I said, go on my community page and check it out. It was like crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Good morning. For any particular type of negative, disgusting energy that will bring you down, take your mind out of the place that it needs to be. We're going to have a good morning for that. And we're going to have a grand rising to awakening souls and awakening minds and spirits that are open to learning truth, that are gravitating to the positive energy of intellectual conversations, of things that are beneficial to their growth. Suzanne Granda says, and the things that are going to hopefully enhance you that so you're able to enhance somebody else, not only for yourself. We need to be looking out for each other. A lot of people are not privy to the information that we're coming into right now because of a lot of stagnation. But if you're able to take people into a place, hopefully guiding them with certain things, bits of information and so on and so forth, it will be beneficial to you and them, because now you have someone that you can you know talk about certain ideas with. You guys can grow together, so on and so forth. So I just think that's important. Peace, love, blessings to later, guys. I want to try and get into, there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss today. So if I have a chance to, I will be jumping on sometime this morning or this afternoon or tomorrow morning, possibly. So peace, love, and blessings. Until later, I'm out.